Hello, my marvellous sausages. Now, I'm going to show you how to get the Rainbow Vomit Shotgun, which is a fantastic shotgun and is unique in Borderlands 4. But there's a little bit of a trek before you can actually start farming the boss to get it to drop. And there's not only the Rainbow Vomit as well, we've also got a really cool grenade, and we've also got a rather nifty little pistol as well. So in this video, I'm going to show you there's 5 side missions that you need to complete, first of all. So I'm going to give you hints and tips about those as well, so you know, because sometimes they can get a bit confusing and get a little bit turned around. And then I'm going to show you the boss farm, and then we'll have a little look at the weapons as well. Right, sound good? Right, let's get on, first of all, with the missions you need to complete. So the first side mission is called Enter the Electi, Part 1. You come here to the Carcadia Burn and go to the council chamber at this end of the map. You can see them all sitting around in the chairs. This is really easy to do. All you've got to go and do is pick up a few crates and take them somewhere else. So once you accept the mission, you just want to go to the waypoint markers, pick up the crates and drop them back off. Nice and simple, this one. The next one is Enter the Electi Part 2, and we've got to help Leader Willem, bit of a get possibly, to install various scanners or some kind of electronics around the place. So you need to go and see him first of all to get the mission started. Then you need to collect the scanners. They're just standing next to him there. And then you need to go and drop them in and around the square kind of area, which is just outside the council chambers. Now, so as is usual with Borderlands, you've got like a circular area where you need to deposit the things. Now, to find out where they are, it doesn't lead you directly to them. If you bring your waypoint marker thing up, your finder up, it'll just take you to the area that you need to go to explore them. However, as you get closer to the areas where you need to install the scanners, they do pop up on your screen, okay? So I'll give you an idea of where they are for this first one. You want to rush down, not rush, just walk down to the center. It's going to appear just over there, look, on the right. So you can see the waypoint marker has now popped up, and then you just want to go up there and interact with the area. You can see it's glowing green as well, so it can catch your eye that way. And then you stick it down there. So that's the first one. Now the second one is kind of across the way from it, okay? So you can see it's actually out and around the back. So you want to come out and just need to go out and around. I found this one to be slightly out of the way, through this little broken fence, look, and then here to that one there. Okay, so then for the third one, I'm just going to jump to where we need to go for that one. And this one is just coming down to the end of the area. You can see it's up on a scaffolding platform there to your right. And then this next one now is to your left. And you can see it's just glowing there. It's all kind of on the same ground level. We just came from under the tunnel there. Yeah. And then the final one is off out to the right. This is all as if you're facing from the council chambers. And then you can see it pop up there. But it's a little bit of a weird thing because the spatial orientation can throw you a little bit. But just look out for the waypoint markers and you'll do it no problem. Then just need to return to Wilhelm, press a button that doesn't do very much, and then that'll be the end of Enter the Electi Part 2. Now, Part 3 is called The Council Divided. We finished with Enter the Electis now, you know. The Council Divided, this is also a replayable mission, so you can replay this one again and again. But what we're going to do, first of all, is we need to get to a base. So we need to go and speak to Levine to actually accept and track the mission there. Once you've done that, the first thing you're going to be sent to is a stack of chests. And within the chests, there's going to be like a little recording device. Once you pick the recording device up, then it points you on the way to another Ripper base. Now, what we're going to have to do here is destroy some ships. And there's quite a few sections to this. All right, so the first thing we have to do is collect demolition charges. Okay, so what we need to do is they're within the search area. You can see them there. They're around a place like that. They've got the blue area around them. Plus, of course, when they pop up nearby, you'll see the waypoint marker appear on your screen. The third one then is just up this area here. So you have to use your grappler to get up here, and then because the other two are all just down on that one flat ground area, you won't be able to miss them. They're quite easy. And the third one is up here. Then after you've done that, you're going to have to progress in even further to find the detonator. So once you get into the area, you can see we've got this building with all the marks on it there. Looks like gates, counting gates. Jump onto the roof of that, and up there is the the remote control detonater. So you've got all that stuff now. So what we need to do is plant charges on the 3 ships. And there's 2 charges per ship. So all you need to do, again, follow your waypoint marker. It'll take you to where you need to go, and you'll see the outline of the glowing green bits where you need to place the charges. So we had one downstairs. This one is upstairs. They're kind of variations of these as well. So you put these two on this ship, and then you can see I'm following my waypoint marker over to the next one. You do find yourself having to swim occasionally, or of course you can jump on your digi-runner. But the water looks so lovely and inviting, I felt I wanted to feel it caressing my body. What the hell am I talking about? Sorry, so there we go. There's another one there, and then there's another one at the... now, I thought this one was up the building, but it's not. There's like a fin out the back, look. And you need to attach it there as well, okay? So, because it doesn't really take you directly to them as normal. It's a search area. And then finally, for the third one, we've got one stuck right up the top there. And then the final one I put on the pipe there. Once you've done that, just follow your waypoint marker and you go high up, and then you can drop the detonator and flick the switch, and you'll blow them all up. And all that remains for you to do is kill a boss. Was he called Meaty Meat? Yeah, there we are. Well, kill Meat, and he'll drop another recording, which will then set you on the trail for the next mission. Nice. So we're on mission 4 of this chain of 5 missions, and this one's called the Traitor Within. But I want to give you a bit of a heads up on this one because I couldn't find the mission to activate it, or I couldn't get it to activate after I finished the last one. So, you can see I'm with Levine. I'm trying to get something to pop up, but it isn't. So what I had to do in the end was exit the game and then come back in. Once I did that, you can see, look, it's not even showing up on the map there. So once I exited and then I came back in again, then a Traitor Within turned up. So if you're having that problem, do a restart. So anyway, once we've done that, we pick the mission up and we're on our way. This mission isn't too bad. For the first parts of it, you go to a designated area, just follow your waypoint marker thingy, and then you've got to collect 4 eggs by killing these underground gits. What I found with this, I died quite a few times doing this. The reason being is that I wasn't having anybody who would give me a second wind revive, because they only seem to pop up one at a time, so just bear that in mind. Then once you've collected those eggs, then you've got to collect saliva glands from these pangolins. You're farming the same area, so don't worry, just stay in the same area, get them, pick up their saliva glands, and then once you've done that, you start fighting a wave of order troops. Once you've done that in that area, then we're off to Moxie's bar to drop off what we just collected, because that's in fact food that they're all going to eat. Sounds absolutely disgusting to me. And we've got yet more to do. We get sent by Levine to a Ripper camp. So you're just going to have to fight your way in here. You have to kill all the Rippers on the outside. I did find that quite lengthy, but I do enjoy it. So kill all the Rippers. There is a larger fellow at the end there. So just want to kill him. And then he will drop another tape machine type affair. You can just see that there. Have a listen to this. And then that takes us into the next part. Now, once you get inside the caves, there's a bit of traversal going on, and you've got these grapple drones that Levine will sort of hover in front of you, so you can use to traverse the larger sections. Be patient with this, because the drones have to have time to come around into position. So I was going, which way do I go? And then jumping to my death like an idiot. Just wait for the drones to appear. You'll see them become grapple points, and you can use them, and you can pull yourself off. And I was so jammy doing that. Look at that, look. What a lucky git. Anyway, you just want to keep on following your waypoint marker path until you get to this particular area. And in here we've got a bit of a scrap with the larger gits. You can see that git pops in. Just keep on killing them until you've destroyed everybody, basically. And then the last thing we need to do now is find out exactly where the Traitor Wilhelm has gone to. So we've got this little micro switch thing here, which we can't actually get out. Look, it's locked. But what we can do is turn around behind us, and there's a console there that we can activate. And then we've got to shoot these nodes in, I think it's 4 nodes in order. So once you do that, you can see them go, and there they are, appearing lovely. Now you've got to shoot those triangles in the center, but there's only a certain place that you can shoot them from, okay? So you kind of maneuver around until you see all the triangles line up, and then you'll see the marker appear on it, and then you can shoot them, and it'll go through all 3. So that was the first one. For the second one, I had to come around here to the left-hand side, and then I believe there we are. Once we get there we go. You can shoot it from there, and that will do that one. Then it'll reorient itself again, and then once you do that, you need to go around, I believe, to the top. Yeah, there we go. Not too far here now. There it is, just by the console again. Nearly once you get the marker there. Oh, have I done it wrong? Oh, yeah, so it's completely at the bottom, look. Sorry, you've got to jump down and go there. There it is. Bang. That's the third set. Now, the fourth set, after it clusters up at the top, it took me ages to find this one. But actually, you just need to jump up on this box here on the right-hand side and turn around, and then you look up at it, and then that's when the marker will activate. So I hope that's saved you a little bit of farting around, because that bit can be quite annoying. So, we're done. This is the last one coming up, the Moles Gambit. We're going to have the boss fight at the end of this, so you can farm the git for the wonderful rainbow vomit. Do you remember? That's why we're doing this. Well, anyway, go and see Levine to start the Moles Gambit mission. And the first thing we have to do is go and destroy all those little antennas that we put down way back in the beginning of, I think it was Into the Electi 2. I can't remember. It was one of those previous missions anyway. So you've got to return to the 5 locations where you put those down. They do look a little bit different this time. They're glowing red, but the markers do pop up on your map again. So just go to the 5 areas and kick them in. And then we're on our way to our final destination. Now, once you get to the waypoint marker that you need to get to, you need to find 3 EMP parts. And now you can see them because they glow green. They're not too bad. And again, they're going to be in a searchable area. Okay, so once you pick up the 3 EMP parts, the first part is that globe-looking one. The second part is a traverse away from the globe area there and up to the furthest corner. You want to go up into this shack here, and then you can see like a little dynamite-y thing. Pick that one up there. I don't know if that git comes out for you as well, because he just surprised me there. Then the final one, you want to jump right the way across over the top. Okay, so I went onto this platform here. You don't have to do it this way, of course, but it was just easier for me to get there. You can see we got the blue area, search area there. Just going, and there it is, look, right at the top. That's the third part of the EMP doodah. Next, we need to go and find an order convoy. So it's another little bit of a trek, so get on your bike and locate your way to the order convoy. Make sure you kill all the guards. This is actually a little bit of a scrap as well. You do have a few waves, and it does culminate in sort of like a big git dropping down as well. One of those, what was the name of that? There he is there, look, you know, one of that missions, he was one of our chums. But anyway, kill all the guards, and then what you need to do is interact with the terminal that's on the back of the truck there. And then once you do that, then we're on to our way to find Wilhelm. So follow the waypoint markers. You want to go into the base here. You know, this is the actual base area now where we need to be here. Follow the marker upstairs and then go all the way around. And then you'll finally reach an area where you have to assemble the EMP parts that you just found. So remember, you've got to interact with these 3 times, because I was standing there like a lemon. But you put the ball down, and then you stick the dynamite-y looking thing, and then you stick the antenna on top as well. Then you have a bit of a scrap while it charges up. And then after it charges up, it discharges and kills all the gits. Lovely jubbly. Then the final thing is we've got to get to Wilhelm. Follow your waypoint markers, you'll find the vending machines, and this is the final boss battle with Wilhelm. This actually now concludes all of those 5 missions that you've been doing. So once you beat the fight, then it'll become available to farm again and again. So the Leader Willem battle, you've already done it at the end of the final side mission there, but it's not too bad. But I've got to tell you, I keep on showing this off on these legendary weapon videos that I've been doing. This will probably be the last one I do for a little while. But I want to show you this build, okay? If you are using Harlow, you should really be using this because it's ridiculous. And I just want to show you the difference, okay? And it's basically all down to having these 2 things here. I've got a neutron capture. All damage Harlow's unstable energy pocket deals to enemies is stored. Whenever it explodes, a portion of the stored damage is transferred to Harlow's gun. That's the one you need. It's amazing, amazing the difference this makes to the battle. I can't tell you how much of a difference it makes, and to the speed of when you're trying to farm and get a weapon, because it can be a bit tedious, can't it? So as for the second one, well, it's entirely up to you. I just got Demon Core on here. As Harlow's unstable energy pocket travels, it shoots radiation darts. Basically, I'm just trying to get as much damage as possible, because what you're going to do is you're going to shoot the super. That initially damages the boss, and you can see all the yellow damage numbers coming out. And then when you detonate it, it'll also do more damage as well. It might damage guys around him too, but all that damage gets sucked into the ball, and then half of it, or a portion of it, gets transmitted back to your gun. And then, of course, then your gun becomes supercharged for a period of time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to put a different one in there, okay? Because in this top level one here, you can only put in one of these. well, I think there's 5 of these here. They will all replace, look. Yep. So let me just leave that one in for the time being. And in the bottom one down here, when you unlock it, you can only put in one of these down here. Okay. So one of those there, one of the demon core or whatever. So I'm going to show you how long this takes without that neutron capture on. Okay. So I've already done it. I'm going to use a corrosive weapon. And I'm going to use electrical weapons because I've got an electrical weapon for the shields and corrosive for the yellow health bar. Okay, so we'll jump on down. And I'm going to deal the shields first. Let's do a big super duper and bang. So we'll hit him like that. There you are, there's the yellow numbers. And I'm going to hit him with my sniper here. And you can see that's sort of doing okay. It's taking the shield down a little bit. Oh, it's totally gone. Look how slow this is going. It's ridiculous, right? So that's taking his shield down. So you can see now how long this battle's going to take. It's going to take quite a long time with the shock thing. Oh, it's going down a little bit more there. Lovely. Good, good, good. Keep on going. Keep on going. I think I just... No, we'll keep on going. I just want to show you how long this is taking me. Okay, so... He's buggered off again. I'm not too far off having a charge again now. You do have to keep an eye on him because he does go invisible. Let's try him again. There he is. And hit him with that. And hit him again. And then find him again. And let's get this shield sorted. I've missed him completely. There we go. No. This one there. Quick. There we are. Shield's nearly down. Taking forever as far as I'm concerned. And then, once I've done the shield, I'm going to have to swap. I'm going to run because it's a battle and a running battle. I mean, it's not too bad a battle. Those portable shields of these idiots are very annoying. Very annoying they are. Cop this, cop. There we are, we're onto the yellow now, so I'm going to swap now to my corrosive wombo combo. And we'll just add that in as well. I'm chucking some firepot grenades at them. I do like the firepot grenades, but they tend to bounce around all over the place. Watch them, there's one there. Boom! I've got nuke on that as well. Right, so this green will... There we are. Nice, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Okay, and we'll just finish him off now with another blast from the super. Bang. There we go. Right. And there we go. Oh, no, he's dead then. See, it's always when you think it's not. I should finish him off now. There we go, at last. What did that take? 4 minutes? 3 minutes? Something like that? Okay, so he's dead. So what we're going to do now is pop back up and restart it. So first of all, I'm going to go to the meds machine and I'm going to use it. So that'll refresh everything that I've got, which is the, you can see my super's refreshed and my weapon's refreshed there. I'm going to then change to my sniper. I'm going to reload that. I'm actually going to buy ammo here as well. Now, most importantly, I'm going to go and change my setup here. So I'm going to change from that one, the containment breach, to the neutron capture. Okay, so there we are, and I've got that one in the bottom there. Right, let me just check now. I've got an... let me reload. I need to be on shock, which I am, because I do the shields first of all, but it just carries through. It's ridiculous. And then we'll purchase... Right, watch this now. We'll go down, and here he comes. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to hit him with that, the neutron capture. All that damage is now being transferred to my gun. I'm going to hit him with this. And look at the health bar. Look at it. He's gone. I can't stress how great that is. I mean, of course, if you've got a different Vault Hunter, I mean, you know, I'm just playing Harlow at the moment. I will be doing others. But the difference in time then was ridiculous. And that's all down to the amount of energy that's been transferred out of your balls into your gun. That makes all the difference in this farm, and indeed it makes all the difference in all of the farms. So you can see how easy that is with that setup. Right, so the Rainbow Vomit, here it is. I've got the panicking Rainbow Vomit here. So it's a shotgun, but what's unique about it is that it shoots 3 different damage types at once. Now that can change depending on the drop of your gun, so you want to farm in for something that you particularly want. But however, I'm just showing you the one that I've had on my first drop here. So let's go in and have a quick squiz. We've got it's called cryo spray. So mine shoots corrosive, cryo, and incendiary. So it does all 3 at once. So you can see why this is unique, because it's gonna cover loads of different enemy types. Because, of course, you know, they've got different health bars and different colored health bars. That means different damage affects them differently. So, yeah, so that's excellent. Now, you also get this constantly. The manufacturer part is the Jacob's part with critical hits, ricochet projectiles to nearby enemies on critical hits or a chance of it. You can also get other things dropping in here, but I just got the basic one, it would seem, which is a bit of a git, so I gotta be farming this a little bit more. But yeah, it is excellent to use. And when you fire it in the air, look at that. You can see it kind of almost arcs up out of the way. And they're cool stars as well. So let's just go and find some knobs. There we go. You there. Missed. There we are. Lovely. Goodbye. That's the incendiary on him. Look. There we are. Nice. That's him gone with the incendiary. Let's go and have a little shoot. Shoot someone else. He's gonna have it. You can see cryo there. Lovely. Excellent. Yeah, this is very good shotgun and can be used in basically anything, and great for boss damage, as well as taking out various... Because you know what it's like, when you've got like different things happening, you can end up swapping over weapons and they can just get to be a bit of a pain in the bum. So this is a must-have in your arsenal, really. The Rainbow Vomit, what a brilliantly named gun as well. And it looks really good too, doesn't it? Yes. So that's excellent. So, like, and don't forget, they can roll with the different kinds of damage as well. You might have one with radiation and all that kind of stuff. So that's the Rainbow Vomit. Fantastic for use in any particular situation. But like I said, that's not the only thing that it's given us. The other gun that can drop, which is a dedicated drop, is this. It's called the Zipper. And now this is a pistol, and it's quite neat, actually. I do quite like it. Let's inspect it here. It's got the prison rules. It grants 75% critical damage and 75% damage when hitting a target in the back. So prison rules, you shoot things from behind, and it increases the damage output by 75%. That's all I've had rolling on this one, though. Well, we'll just see what happens. But it shoots really fast when you go aim down. So look at it. It's nice. It's nice. So, yeah, so you shoot people in the back there, and you're going to have a lot of fun. Hang on, let's see if I can get a git. There you go. Shot him in the back, and it did take him down very quickly indeed. But, of course, it's probably best for sneaking up. But anyway, that's a nice little legendary pistol there. And the final one is this. It's the Firepot Grenade. Spicy. Spawns homing Torg stickies over time. Just bang one down here. And there we are. You see it popping them out there. I've chucked the bloody thing off the edge, look. Never mind. Yeah, it shoots little homers out. So, yeah, that's quite cool, that, isn't it? Bounces around like nobody's business, so it's better for crowd control, I'd have said, rather than anything else. There's the Torgs blowing up. They've got the delayed explosions on them as well. So, yeah, that grenade is far more... well, it's not as essential as the Rainbow Vomit, definitely. But the Zipper's not too bad as well. So, there we go. I know that was a bit of a longer video there, but those 5 missions did take quite a bit of time. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else you'd like me to cover, or don't forget now, I've also done lots of other guides on legendary farms of weapons that I think are really good. I've got a playlist for them there, so you just go and have a look and see which ones you want to have a check out of. In the meantime, if you did enjoy the vid, give me a like, subscribe, and a hype if you've got the ability to do so. That would be incredibly marvellous, as you know, it takes a while to break your way into a new game, which is what I'm kind of trying to do. Anyway, folks, thank you so much for watching. I shall speak to you all again very soon. Sausage heard.